Welcome to Workplace S.O.S. I'm Donna Sand.
And I'm Evan Marcus.
And we're here to give you practical solutions to help reduce stress and anxiety in workplace situations. Today's situation is
starting a big project.
Yes, or starting a big training is usually what happens for me.
Yeah.
And what this can bring up.
Yeah.
And can you go over what one might be feeling in these situations before we start a big project?
Absolutely. Yeah. So the symptoms often with something like this could be the thought situation, like, how am I going to get this done? This is too big. I've never done it before. I don't want to do this. Where do I get started? Thoughts like that. And the physical feelings can be the gambit of anxiety. Tightness in the throat, maybe in the chest. Could be some sweaty palms, irritability.
Well, I'm glad you said irritability. I know for myself, when I begin a training and I have to be with a group of people for about 3 hours, I'm often wondering, how am I going to hold their attention? Is it going to be interesting? And I know leading up to those days, I can be extremely irritable.
Right. Okay.
Yes. So we went through the symptoms of how we're going to feel. And now we're going to give you some phrases or thoughts of ways of changing your thinking about this situation that might be bringing you stress and anxiety. I like to call them mini mantras.
Yep. And really the essence of this program, the S.O.S., it's not about how do you change the situation. It's really about how we react to it. And in particular, we're focusing on the cognitive, the thought part of it. Because often we're not aware of it. It's our thoughts that create those symptoms and those feelings, and it's the thoughts that can change it. And also we're going to look at, how you can change your reaction to the situation.
Exactly. So starting the big project, starting a big training, the first one we're going to give you is part acts.
Yes.
That means taking it one step at a time.
Right. Now these phrases, you can obviously you can do it one step at a time, but it's also you repeat the phrase in your mind. You can write it down. You can think about it and tell yourself, all right, I know it's a big project, but I only have to do part acts. It's all a bunch of part acts. And the same thing, okay, what is the part acts?
And the part act could simply be, I have this big project, I have to write something up that I have to speak about, I got to sit down at my computer. That's the first part.
Yes.
Turn on my computer.
Right.
And you just take each step as it goes.
Right. And
not
when you start,
thinking about the big picture.
Yeah, when your mind starts to race to the whole thing, you kind of crank it back and you go, all right, part acts. I just have to do it in part acts.
And then when you're at the project, maybe with your fellow co-workers, or if you're leading a training, however, calm brings calm.
Yes.
So if I just keep telling myself calm brings calm, even if I don't feel it, repeating that phrase over and over will eventually bring a settledness into the body and the mind.
And it's such, this, as you'll hear these mini mantras, now we're attributing them to a certain situation, in this case a big project, but you can use it
for anything.
You start to learn these tools, but this one, calm brings calm, has to be one of the most powerful ones.
Yes.
And it's not just in your mind. Things like, if you find yourself starting to talk real fast, calm brings calm. You slow down your speaking. Maybe your hands are going like this, or you're bouncing your leg up and down. Your body starts to become more calm. Your speech starts to be calm. Your movement. So this whole thing of calm brings calm.
Correct.
And also with the other people you're working with. When you're calm, it may calm down other people who are feeling agitated or worked up.
Lowers the energy across the board.
Absolutely.
And then the third one is going to be plan, decide, and act. So you have this big project. Sit down, plan what you're going to do on Monday. On Monday, I'm going to tackle this content.
Yes.
You've now made the decision.
Yes.
So you've planned it. You've made the decision. Now act and do it.
Yes. And it's very easy to come off the plan.
Yes.
And so the way you use this mantra, plan, decide, and act, is remind yourself, plan, decide, and act. When you feel yourself moving off, go back to your plan.
Yes.
Follow the plan. If you're feeling lost, go back to, all right, let me plan, decide, and act. Because many times during a project, you can have a plan and then you wander off. Come back to the plan or replan.
Exactly. And even not when you're doing a project, even just in a general work setting, how easy is it to just get distracted? Even getting to work sometimes. I was supposed to bring something today. I got off track. I forgot something. So, plan, decide, act. Write it down if you need to.
Yes, terrific.
All right, well, here are the three phrases we've given you today to help you at Workplace S.O.S. I'm Donna Sand.
I'm Evan Marcus.
And you've been watching Workplace S.O.S. We'll see you next time.